What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a game that not many people are talking about nowadays because the servers are shut down and it was always in the shadow of NBA 2k, and that's NBA Live 19. Now, when people talk about basketball games, everyone immediately thinks of 2k. Don't get me wrong, 2k is still one of my favorite sports games ever made. 2k17, 2k19, 2k16, those are some of the greatest basketball games I've ever played. I've had so much fun on those games. But after 2k20, I'll be honest, things changed. The games didn't hit the same, the gameplay was repetitive, all the VC and the money that you had to spend was just crazy. And every year, it just felt less fun and there was so much more grinding involved. And that, with all those reasons, is the reason why I stopped buying NBA 2k altogether. So I basically retired from NBA 2k until this year on 2026 when I hopped back on it. But I had the urge to play basketball games again. I missed the competition, I missed building players, I missed hitting all those crazy shots, and that's when I decided to look at the games I owned, and I still had NBA Live 19. I got this game when it came out, by the way. I just never played it until 2K got bad. But yeah, honestly though, I forgot how much fun this game actually was, because back in when this game was in its prime, I was the best NBA Live player in my whole friend group, my whole school. And that's one of my favorite memories of this game, how competitive it was. Gaming was just different back then. There was no stupid battle passes, no daily checklists, no worried about your build is outdated after a patch, not much money to spend. Like, NBA Live was a perfect game for that. It released for 40 bucks, you buy the game, and that's all you have. You don't need to go and spend extra money on no VC to just make sure your build is good. You just have to play the game for 2 hours and you're probably a 90 overall player. Now, one thing I noticed coming back to this game was how fun it actually was. Is it perfect? No. There's definitely some animations that 2K does way better, but NBA Live had something that a lot of the modern sports games don't actually have, and that's just fun. The gameplay was fast, the dribbling was simple but effective, the movement was smooth, but most importantly, the game actually rewarded being creative. You can pull off some crazy dribble moves and hit the tough shots right after that. You can throw the flashiest passes. Every game was exciting. These new modern sports games, they get so focused on being realistic that they forget that they're supposed to be fun for the community. And NBA Live 19 never had that problem. The biggest problem it had was it couldn't compete with NBA 2K. Now, the biggest thing that I loved about this game was the one game mode. Now, for those who have never played NBA Live, the one was basically EA Sports' version of a career mode, like my career. And I spent so many hours on this. Building the My Player was so addictive. I had 5 builds, a center, a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward. Every position I had a maxed out build. The leveling up was just so fun in this game. There are so many archetypes that you were able to experiment with. Your player could feel unique without spending hundreds of dollars. You didn't have to spend any money to upgrade your player. That is crazy. Nowadays, every mode in 2K is designed to get you to spend money. And NBA Live was designed for you to have fun. And that makes a huge difference in the game. Now let's talk about customization. This was my favorite parts of the game. The amount of clothing, shoes, accessories, and outfits you can unlock was absolutely awesome. Every time I logged in, I wanted to make my player look even better. I would always get the Bape shirts, the Rocket pants. It was just amazing, and that made the experience so memorable. It felt like you were creating your player and not just another copy and paste build that some sweat would have. The customization gave the game some personality. And then we have the soundtrack. Man, the soundtrack was incredible for this game. There are some certain songs that instantly bring me back to being younger, back to staying up late, back to loading in games, back to grinding my player, and music is one of the things that can transport you back in time, and NBA Live 19 does that for me. The soundtrack perfectly captured the era. Whenever I hear songs from that game, I immediately think about those nights sitting in front of my monitor with absolutely nothing to worry about except getting into my next game. Speaking of staying up late, I would stay up so late playing this game, sometimes like 1 to 2 a.m. and sometimes even later. But I would tell myself I was always going to play one more game. One game turned into 3 games turned into 5, and before I knew it, it was the middle of the night. I couldn't put the controller down in this game. That's just how you know it was a special time. When you lose track that you're having so much fun, it's a peak gaming experience, and NBA Live definitely had that, and that's something that in today's new gaming universe, whatever you want to call it, it just doesn't even have. Now, what makes me sad is that NBA Live 19 never got the chance it deserved. EA struggled to compete with NBA 2K, and eventually this series just had to disappear. This was back since 2011, since NBA Elite got cancelled that EA Sports made, and 2K dropped 2K11. That was just that showed the difference between 2K and NBA Live, and then the whole community went there. And then after that, NBA Live just couldn't recover. But NBA Live created a basketball game that fans actually wanted because it prioritized fun over everything else. And honestly, that's why I think so many people went back to NBA Live 19 after 2K20 and still remember it fondly. Now, this next statement might be controversial, but for me personally, NBA Live 19 is better than any 2K that has been released since 2K19. Now, I know you guys are going to go in the comments and be like, bro, there's no way you think NBA Live 19 is better than 2K21, better than 2K22, better than 2K20 even. Now, I'm not saying it's a better basketball simulation game, but I'm saying it's more fun. I had more fun playing NBA Live than playing any modern NBA 2K. At the end of the day, isn't that what gaming is supposed to be about? It's supposed to be about having fun, not about grinding, not about spending money, not about having stress over patches, just having fun. NBA Live 19 gave me that experience, and that's why I still love it, and I'm so upset that they actually had to shut down the servers. Looking back now, NBA Live 19 represents a different era of gaming for me. It reminds me of those times just competing with friends. It reminds me of being the best player in my school. It reminds me of staying up to 2 in the morning because I couldn't stop playing. It reminds me of a time when basketball games felt exciting every single day. And even though the game is years old now, those memories are still there. Every time I load up, it feels like I'm stepping back into one of the best periods of my gaming life. So if you ever played NBA Live 19 or haven't touched it in years, I highly recommend giving it another chance. Now, you're not going to be playing any of the online game modes. It's all offline. Offline my career, offline this, offline that. But just the gameplay and the presentation and everything is just, it was so much fun. And if you did play NBA Live back in the day, let me know what your favorite memory is in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this retrospective, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Now, I have a lot of clips still left to show you guys. This game is just so much fun. We're going to play some songs from the soundtrack and just watch some of these clips. This is going to be fun. Just sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the rest of the video of me cooking these guys in NBA Live. Have a good one, everyone.
Man, shut up. Let me see you down and my lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. man like. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are freaking, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are freaking, I bet you can party. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are freaking, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls are freaking, I bet you can party. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, fuck everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. One who understands why I'm always horny. Who told you I can't have no